So we need to get off the cross street so the traffic is gone, and we'll collect here for some final words. We also have the microphone, and there are many people here, so if anybody feels moved to speak, they're welcome to come. And some people might need to leave. So on behalf of the Centre Communautaire des Femmes Sud Asiatique, all of us and the Cape, thank you for coming out. I know we shouldn't be thanking each other because this is work we're doing collectively, but still there's a lot of gratefulness. When we work in isolation, it's very hard. When there's another person by our side, it's that much stronger. It's that much more energizing. So thank you, everyone. To formally conclude, before I turn it over to the mic, open mic for anyone, and people would feel free to leave. For those of you who might not be familiar with the neighborhood, the Lundi metro is the closest metro unless you want to walk back to park. So to end, we have a chant that was actually put together many years ago by the Women's Action Forum in Pakistan. They were the only organized group to challenge the military dictatorship and the Hudud ordinances that targeted women because they were women. And then that chant made its way into India, and it got picked up by women's groups and student groups, and it reached Montreal. So this is a chant we have in Montreal. It's called the Azadi chant. And Azadi in many languages means liberation and freedom. Okay? So some of you have this piece of paper. I have a few more if anyone else wants. So there's a few words that are said, and then we all respond with Azadi. So, from patriarchy, Azadi. From all hierarchy, Azadi. From endless violence, Azadi. From helpless silence, Azadi. For walking freely, Azadi. For talking freely, Azadi. For praying freely, Azadi. For protesting freely, Azadi. And because of the times we live in, from fascism, Azadi. From colonialism, Azadi. From imperialism, Azadi. From sexism, Azadi. From racism, Azadi. And because of the times, from climate disaster, Azadi. For dancing madly, Azadi. For singing loudly, Azadi. For self-expression, Azadi. For celebration, Azadi. We love it madly, Azadi. Come say it softly, Azadi. Now say it loudly, Azadi. On the streets we shout, Azadi. In homes we shout, Azadi. It is our right, Azadi. We'll die to fight, Azadi. We'll snatch and take it, Azadi. You wait and watch it, Azadi. For one and all, Azadi. Our clarion call, Azadi. Azadi, oh 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 Azadi. Nari Ekta Zindabad. Zindabad, Zindabad. Nari Ekta Zindabad. Zindabad, Zindabad. Aurat pe tashadud. Band karo, band karo. Aurat pe tashadud. Band karo, band karo. Okay, thank you, merci, dhanyabad, shukriya, meherbani. Open mic for anybody who feels moved to come and to share. And thank you, everybody. It's so empowering to walk together, to say these words together. Thank you. Thank you. Open mic, anybody? Come, yes. Yes or no? If you want to take them, that's fine. Okay. If you don't want to.
Good afternoon to everyone, and it's a very sad day. In behalf of the women of diverse origins, of which the South Asian Women's Center is one of the members. We add our voices in disgust into this violence and this crisis that has unfolded us in this year. Coming from the Filipino community, the 10th member of this conjugal violence is a Filipina, also killed by her partner. It's very sad to say that we have still a long road to be in solidarity together to fight and change the world that we live in. As already had been said, for our children and for the next generation that will follow. It is also very difficult for us coming from the migrant communities, that the other sad factor about this continuous crisis and violence is the economic situation that these women find themselves in. And so as we continue to fight against patriarchy and all forms of aggression, we should also remember that the economic injustice has befallen many of our communities, and this is an added fight that we have to continually be aware of. So once again, in solidarity, and we will continue to walk along with you to claim back the night and to claim back the day. Good afternoon to all.
Thank you so much. There's message from the diverse origins, women of diverse origins. Would anybody else like to?
I just want to thank everybody for coming out today, because this is a very important matter. As a domestic abuse survivor and as an advocate for mental health and domestic violence, I think it's very important that we need to continue to do these things. I want to thank the South Asian Women's Community Center for asking me to be here. And, you know, it's been a pleasure to be here to speak, unfortunately, with a matter, with a very heavy heart that this has had to happen. You know, this is something that could have been prevented, but all of you have come out here today, you know, chanting her name. So the one thing I'm going to say is, I want everybody to say it, is I'm going to ask everybody to say, I'm going to say her name, and you're going to say her name, okay? Say her name!
Rajinder!
Say her name!
Rajinder!
Say her name! So everybody in the neighborhood remembers what happened with the 14th woman that lost her life due to domestic violence. I want to make sure that everybody hears and understands why we're here today. So we're going to do it 3 more times for the people in the back that don't know what's going on, so they understand that this is a real issue and this needs to change. Say her name!
Rajinder Prabhneed Kaur!
Say her name!
Rajinder Prabhneed Kaur!
Say her name!
Rajinder Kaur!
So we're going to remember this, and we're going to try and create as much change as we can, and awareness and advocacy against domestic violence. Thank you everybody for coming, and thank you so much, Dolores, for having me come today. Bye everyone.
Hello all, I just wanted to say something. This family, Rajinder Prabhneed Kaur and her husband Navdeep Ghotra and their 2 children, they all came here in this country to have a better life. And that's what all of our dream is, to go and have a better life. And what happened here was unfortunate, a horrible, horrible crime that was committed by Navdeep Ghotra on his wife. That just shattered the dream that those children had when they came here. So now the better life became their horrible nightmare. So it's sad that those children will go through this throughout their life. So we pray for those children to give them strength, and they can move on from this trauma. Thank you.
I just want to say that we have to do something for the children. We have to think of their future. So perhaps some of you might have suggestions. Thank you.
Yes, Maya. We are trying to find out in what way we can help. We are making inquiries. It's very important. Yeah. Anybody else want to say anything? Everybody's.
Hi everyone, and thank you for participating. I just want to ask you all that please be aware of your neighbors, the women around you, your friends. Maybe they need help, and please don't ignore them. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Parisa. Yes, as we mentioned, there was a campaign in India, a YouTube video campaign that went viral and was really good. It's called the Bell Bajao campaign, and it's actually putting the onus on men to intervene. Ring the bell, intervene, break whatever's going on in the apartment next to you, in the house next to you. Don't think it's a family matter. Okay? It's a life and death matter. Yes. Okay.
I just want to honor that Rajinder who died, who was Sikh, so I'm going to do a very quick prayer. It's very short. Thanks. Ad Gure Name, Jagad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Shri Guru Deve Name, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Thank you, Harleen. Anyone else? So we would then end. Yes.
I really thank you, and I hope that we can work together on all issues for women, non-binary folks together. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, and let's stay in touch and work on this together for the long haul. Thank you.